Hey guys, BoltReview back again with another video. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Xbox One. To start off, we're going to look at the controller. The controller is the main piece to any gaming system. Depending on how the controller feels, might depend on whether the consumer will buy or will not buy the console. The Xbox One's controller is probably why so many of these consoles have been sold. The Xbox One isn't the first of its kind. There was the original Xbox, then the Xbox 360, and then, now sold in stores, the Xbox One. I've had all of these consoles, and to be honest, I've liked all these consoles because of how the controller felt. Now the Xbox One controller is kind of modeled off of their previous controllers, with the winged handles, the dual analog sticks, the D-pad, the ABXY buttons, the bumpers, and the triggers. And that classy glowing button. The Xbox One controller has made some improvements and changes since the last generation. With grip around the analog sticks, black ABXY buttons, a new Xbox logo, the controller even has vibration within its triggers for a more immersive play. The back and start buttons have changed position, and now it doesn't say back and start, it's just two symbols. The Xbox button has the same functions as the last generation. It blinks when it's trying to pair with the Xbox, pressing it brings you to home, and it looks great in the dark. On the top of the controller, there's your regular trigger and bumper buttons. Also, there's a sync button so then you can sync to new Xboxes, and a mini USB so then you could plug in your controller, charge it, or just play off of that plug-in. On the bottom of the controller, there's a new 3.5mm headphone jack, and the sweet thing about this is when you're watching Netflix or playing a game, the audio will go straight into your new headphones, or any headphones for that matter. Also on the bottom, there is an adapter. Now this adapter is mostly for microphones that you've had for old gen, but you've spent a lot of money on those headphones, so you want to make them work for your new generation. Well, buying a $30 adapter can buy you that. Battery pack clips right off. To power your controller, you need two AA batteries. Or there's other options. You can buy Energizer charging packs or charging stations, and you can have about 6 to 7 hours of gameplay before having to recharge your controller. Now there's a downside to the Xbox One controller. It scratches fairly easily. Not too easily like with your fingernail, but if you drop this controller, there's a good chance you have a good scrape on there. And in the right light, these scratches can be very visible. When you're looking at the Xbox for your first time, you might notice the glossy sides, the nice Xbox button, and the amazing grille going all the way down diagonally. That's probably my favorite feature about the Xbox One. It just looks great. Now the Xbox One really puts box into Xbox. Its form factor is the most boxy I've ever seen in all of the generations of Xbox. Now what I like is when you turn on the Xbox, it does a little sound for you. There are a lot of new hardware aspects to the Xbox One as well, like an in and an out port for HDMI. The disk drive is not a tray anymore, and it now sucks in the disk and spits it out. Also, something most people don't notice, the brick has got a new design. The Xbox One's user interface is a lot different from what it was on the 360. There's a lot more features with it, but with new users, they tend to think it's more complicated to learn. For instance, like the game DVR. The Xbox One will automatically record when you do something awesome on a game. Like on GTA, when you shoot down a helicopter, it says bird down. Xbox has added a 6-digit passcode instead of a 4-digit passcode for when you're logging into an account. The graphics with the Xbox One have been simply amazing. I've only lagged a couple of times, and it's mostly been when I'm either online or with a game that I've downloaded off Wi-Fi. With the 1TB version Xbox, there's a couple games that come in box with it, like Gears of War Rare Replay that has 30 games in one disc, and my personal favorite, Ori and the Blind Forest. I recommend Ori and the Blind Forest for your first play. It really captures all the graphics that are used with the Xbox One, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's emotionally attaching, and it just lasts forever. until you finish the game, which then it kind of sucks because it's either you replay it or, you know. But guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to know when I'm going to be posting my videos or what my videos are going to be about, go follow my Twitter. It's down in the description, and you can click the annotation on the end screen. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.